Hi there and welcome to the second video in my Cryptology and Cryptanalysis video series. My name is Mark Rhodes. I'm a second year university student at the University of Gloucestershire. I'm currently studying forensic computing and I'm making this video on cryptology and cryptanalysis on the Caesar ciphers. So the programs that we are going to use today in this video are the Python 3.3 programming language and the Python hacking tools from Invent with Python. We covered how to get these files in video 1 of this series. If you haven't got them on your computer, I strongly recommend that you watch the first video and get these scripts and programs installed on your computer. So, what is a Caesar cipher? Well, Wikipedia's answer to this is: in cryptology, a Caesar cipher, also known as Caesar's cipher, is a shift cipher. Caesar's code, or a Caesar shift. It's one of the simplest and most widely known encryption techniques that is out there at the moment. So let's have a look in Notepad and see a couple of examples that I've come up with. Okay, so on the top line here we have the alphabet A to Z. Okay, each letter is represented by a number 1 to 26, so 1 being A, 26 being Z. Okay, so if we have a message that we want to encrypt and we don't give it a key or move any letters, it'll be given a key value of 0. So basically that means the message has not been encrypted, so anybody can read it. If we would like to encrypt a message, we would need to give it a key value of anywhere between 1 to 26. Now, how does that work? Okay, if we want to encrypt the message that we've created using the key 13, like we have in this one here, we have our alphabet A to Z as our guide, and then for our message we start by moving the letter A in the bottom row 13 spaces along. So A is under M, and then B is under N, and so on. Once we get to Z, we've got N below there. We then go back to the start and we finish off the remainder of the alphabet. Oh, I've got those two the wrong way around. And there we go. Okay, so if we have a message that we want to encrypt, let's say we've got our message is hello. Okay, and we're going to use the key of 13. What we do is we use this bottom line here as our letters for our message, and we're going to encrypt it using the key of 13. So if we find the letter H in our message, H is now T. Okay, so if we do encrypt, H becomes T, E becomes Q, L becomes X, and because we have two of them it'll be like that, and then O will become A. So there is the word hello encrypted. Okay, now if we want to decrypt this word, so our message is, we've got TQXXA, and we want to decrypt it, we have to work with the key of 13 and work backwards. Okay, so now we have our letters here and we have our alphabet here. So we've got our message, we've got our alphabet, so if we go and find the letter T, we know that's a H, and if we find the letter E, is here, No, we need to find the letter Q, sorry. And we know that the Q is an E, X is an L again, and then A is the letter O. There we go, our message is decrypted. Okay, let's move on to the next exercise. So we have a key of 5 this time. So if we do our message, and we're going to encrypt this message, and we'll say our message is going to be attack. Okay, now we're going to encrypt it. I can't spell today. C-R-Y-T. Right, so we're going to encrypt it. So working from the top down. No, we're going to work from the bottom up. So A would be F, because A is under F, and then T is going to be Y, A is F again, C is going to be H, and then K is going to be P. There we go, we've now encrypted our message called attack using the key number 5. Now if we want to unscramble the message FYY FHP, we need to work from the top down. Okay, so if we decrypt it, so we have F. Now F goes to A, and then we have Y. Y is T, with two Y's, so that's a T, and then we need to find another F, which is A, then we need to find the H, which is a C, and then we need to find the P, which is K. There we go, our message has been decrypted. Now, there is a much simpler way of doing this, and this is with using the Python scripts that we downloaded in the first video. So what you need to do is go to Python in your programs folder, Python 3.3, then open up the Python GUI. Now this would be your starting screen for this one. What we need to do is click on File, Open, to get the source files that we had originally, that we downloaded. Then go to the folder that's got all the source files in, and then click on Caesar Cypher. There we go. So we've opened up the Caesar Cypher Python script that has all the Python code in it that will enable us to encrypt and decrypt code much easier and much quicker. Right, if you get stuck and not know where to go to get your source code from again, it's in the top line here of the Python page. You can copy and paste that, go to your browser. Let's try it now. Control C, go to your browser, and there we go, we're back on the Invent with Python. If you want the source code, you just click on the left here where my little hand is, click on the link, and you get all your source code back up again. Okay, so back to the screen. Okay, so now in this line here we have the message line. This is where we can decrypt and encrypt messages that we want, so that we don't want other people reading them. Okay, so if I just type in a string of letters, there we go, put my name as Mark Rhodes because that's my name. Okay, we have a key value of 13. Okay, and here the mode is set to encrypt. Now if we're encrypting a message, it needs to be encrypted. If we're decrypting a message, it needs to be set to decrypt in lowercase letters. Okay, and then every possible symbol that can be used here in this line is letters, so that's the alphabet. Okay, A to Z. You can also have lowercase etc. So the key value can be increased to more than 26, so you can have 30. Because if you have two lots of alphabet, upper and lowercase, that would be 52 letters. So there's 52 variations or permutations that can be used to encrypt the message using uppercase and lowercase letters. So, but for now, because we're only using 26, there are only 26 possibilities or permutations of this encryption that we can use to get the final message. So we have our message, my name is Mark Rhodes, and we want to encrypt it. Now remember the alphabet that we had back here. We have the key of 5 for the one message, a key of 0 and a key of 13. Now this is moving on the alphabet 13 spaces or 5 spaces along to scramble up the message. So if we start by doing 13, okay, and we're going to encrypt it. So we don't want anyone to be able to know that my name is Mark Rhodes. So if we encrypt the message, you need to save it before you can run anything. Okay, now you can either click on run here in the top bar and run the module, run the code, or it's just quicker to press F5 and you get this. Okay. It would help if I spelt things right, wouldn't it? Make sure you get your spelling right or it's not going to work correctly for you. Right, ENCRPT, yeah, okay, we're encrypted. Right, so let's save it and run it. It's still not working. Yeah, definitely can't spell today. Okay, let's run it again. There we go, my name has now been encrypted. Okay, so this is the word my, this is the word name, this is the word is, this is the word Mark, and this is my last name Rhodes. Okay, right, now we've encrypted it. How do we decrypt it? Well, I'll show you. Copy and paste, highlight, copy and paste the encrypted message. Okay, and then put the message, the encrypted message, in the message line. Okay, now somehow we've been told the key is 13. Now here we put decrypt. Now make sure you spelt it right, or else you'll have the problems that I had a minute ago. Decrypt, yes, I spelt it right. Save it and then press F5. There we go. The message has been unscrambled. Okay, now let's do something with a longer message. Right, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Okay, now we're going to encrypt this with the key of 9. Okay, change the mode to encrypt. Lowercase letters. Okay, once we've saved it, we press F5 and the message has been encrypted. Now let's decrypt this message by using the same Python script. So we'll take out the message line. Remember to keep these two single quote marks, otherwise the script will not work. So then we paste the encrypted message back into the message line. We know that the key is 9 and we're going to decrypt it. Okay, make sure you spelt it right, DECRYPT, yes, save it, press F5 and the message comes back unscrambled. Okay, so what if we don't know the key, but we know that there are no lowercase letters in the alphabet, and we can use another type of script that will give us all the 26 keys in one go. Well, we go to File, we go to Open, and we go and use the Python script called Caesar Hacker, and you open it. Right, now here again you've got the link to the Invent with Python link to get the source codes again. We have the same message line. Okay, need to change that and put our encrypted message in there. We have the same number of characters in the letters bar. Okay, and this time it's automatically set to decrypt. Okay, because we're trying to hack this message. Okay, so once we've put our encrypted message in the message line, we need to make sure we save it again. We don't need to change anything to decrypt or encrypt because it's already set to decrypt for us. Once we've done that, press F5 and allow the program to run. Now it's gone through all 26 different permutations. We've got keys 0 to 25. Now what we need to do is look through each line until we can find words that start to make English. Okay, line 8, no, key 9, there we go. Now we know that it's key 9. Okay, you can look at all the others all the way down to 25 and they don't make sense, they're all jumbled up. But key 9 is the line that has descrambled the message, unencrypted it and made it readable by the human eye. Okay, so Caesar encryption is basically shifting the alphabet along a certain number of times to scramble up the message, like I showed you at the beginning in this exercise. Okay, so if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to email me. You can get hold of these source codes quite freely and openly. Have a play, send your friends some messages and have fun with it. If you have any questions, just email me and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you.